Hey YouTube, down here. I'm just messing about with. Don't want to make it a bit bigger than that. The lights don't actually look that bad. The reason I'm like this is because I'm going to this and I just make that a wee bit bigger. Because I've got the light behind me. Oh, not that one. Grab hold it. Some live editing. Yeah, so just a kind of freaky two of me looking thing. Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see behind me, we've got the graffiti guitars. I've just prepped. I'm going to take this SG special over to Jen's this afternoon, just on the off chance. Kind of want to take 10 guitars over just to make the point of it. But you don't think I'm the sort of person that would turn up with 10 guitars? So you turned up with 10, then 10, yes, 10. I don't know how I'm going to find 10. I've got like a 3, but just for principles. Yes, so what I'm just about to do here is I'm going to strip the tuners off this. Oh, it's different. It's dusty. It's an RBX 400, a 374. It's a 300 series. This is the body of it here, which it's been hanging. I just don't like the look of it, but painted like that, it might be something pretty special. There's some cracks in it. I think they'll just get painted over and it'll be alright. I have filled them. So that's might be some sort of painted base. I don't know. I don't want to just... I told Scott I was going to take over so many guitars, and I think he got a bit panicky. But I mean, the thing is, Jen would just say, take the piss, no, I'm not doing them, if she didn't want to. So, I was also worried about it last time. I was like, you should bring all guitars, Mal, come on. So I coming over here worried about what I was saying. I was like, there, so 30 seconds later, I went out to the car, picked up 3 guitars that I'd already stripped and prepared, and go, oh, I did bring them over actually. But I just haven't done anything with this bass at all. It's kind of disgusting. Active, I don't know if I've got I don't think I've got a socket set big enough to get at these. I have to do it with pliers. Not ideal, but I wonder if this grey bit comes off. This is a very similar headstock to my RGX A2. It's probably from a very similar era, but that's like kind of like the black bit. That's the Samurai headstock from the Doctor Who one, the SG5 and my SC400. It's a bit stumpier, but obviously this bit here is just the silver bit. It kind of comes off on the RGX. It falls off on its own free will. I need to have a... Oh, that nut's coming out as well. Okay. This is actually, I got this from the guy who I got my ZZB bass back off, the one that I sold in 1998. Traded it in Merchant City, and then always looked for one, could never find one exactly the same. I kept seeing ones that had a rosewood fingerboard, but mine had a maple fingerboard. And then even looking at this, prices started going up. Started seeing ones that were kind of similar. Still never a maple fingerboard one. And then that night I was watching Rob Chapman and Lee Anderton. It was a current video when they bought their first ever guitars, and Rob Chapman was, they were so excited about getting, it was like a Yamaha RGX or whatever it was, and Captain had like a Korean Fender or something, and it was like, but it was how excited Rob Chapman got. And then that very night I was like just looking randomly on Facebook Marketplace, and there it was, my bass, not the same model, not the similar year, the same one, the one that I traded in, the one with it still had a poker chip on it with rhythm and treble on it, which wasn't meant to be on it, which was on it when I had it in 98, and it had gold knobs which were still on it, and the pickup still didn't work. It only had one pickup. I always thought there was no point in having 2 pickups on a bass because one of the pickups just didn't make any noise, or it let through like a small smattering of what was coming through from next door. Right, so does that come off? Kind of get the impression it's sort of could or should, or is it a piece of plastic? It's a piece of plastic, isn't it? I'll take it over and see what the consensus of thought was. Jen seemed quite keen on doing headstocks, but I kind of don't have really. Well, we'll do the wee red bass obviously, but I kind of don't want to do. I'm not sure exactly what's happening with that Strat. I don't know what to do with it. It's the first one. It might be worth millions of pounds. I don't know if there's whether there's any value in actually putting it on a really good guitar. I mean, all the guitars that she's done all work and all play, you know, like a Buckycaster or something like that, because that's what I've done to them. But I don't know if there's people going to go, oh, there's a lot of snobbery out there. People go, oh, it's an Epiphone. I'm not playing an Epiphone. You could play that even in a rehearsal or for a joke. You totally can. It's totally fine. But that should be a quality bass. Quality. I'm looking at this. It's a horrible colour. So much so I wrote Easy Lover on the back of it. Phil Collins suit. It's a 32-inch scale Fernandez. Limited edition. Machimoku belt. I just think it would look really good with the. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I was sitting there thinking, am I going to do it? I'm going to take this. This is, how long's this video been already? 6 minutes. You really want to see me do that? I don't know if I've run out of things. You know how to take a bass to bits, don't you? Just quickly. But am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? What I'm going to do is this. Got a Washburn Raven. Yeah, this is the smallest one of the. It's actually got a carved maple top. It's like sandwich construction in the back, and it's got like a veneer in the back to give it thingy. This is an 82 or something like that. Which I'm thinking I'm going to put P90s in, and it's just been sitting there. And it's like, it's not good enough wood, you know, when you've got this sort of pancake construction to thingy. But in some ways, it's the bit. There was a point when it was my favourite of the Wing series. Not this one, I've got another one, but the Raven, just because it's much simpler. It balances better, it's not as heavy, it's more like a normal guitar. The Washburn Wings tend to be like pure, stupidly... I really want to do the headstock on this one either, because the other Raven I have doesn't have a headstock. Oh, it's got a headstock, but isn't even written on it. That's going to work fine. See the mad way the bolt neck works on this. It's like I just took the neck off there. See, it's kind of like got a shelf on it that sits in below. Kind of actually not unlike what the Force series guitars do as well. So it's kind of like the bolt, and that's how they get round the. Like the problem the SG had. Not that unlike an SG really. I do like this shape though. I should really be taking of the. I'm not putting the neck back on again. I should really be taking of the other one actually. Depends. Jen seems to be really loving doing guitars. I just feel like what I should be doing is just jumping on this opportunity just now, because next week it might be. Whoa, look! I don't know. I should start painting. Clocks. Oh, interesting clocks. But again, I don't know how. Just because I don't know. I'm not into art, at all. I do think some of. I do like. I mean, her paintings are pure ridiculous. See the ones of there's a Telecaster she's done with Alice Cooper on it, and it looks pure amazing. Like she does portraits of like rock stars. She's never done Tony Iommi, otherwise I think I would have been given a picture of Tony Iommi. But lots of Frank Zappa, Alice Cooper, basically stuff she likes. But I don't think there's been a John Fogerty yet. I'm just going to take this to bits anyway and take it. This is an Encore, which is kind of like the wee red bass. Well, I thought it might have been. I got this off Andy Neon Tetrahedron for setting up his guitar, which I haven't even looked at yet. But I keep seeing it. It's at the front of the pile now. I'm now at the point where I keep seeing it, so it'll be coming. And it's I don't know. I'm going to give it to Jen as an experimenter. Go try something crazy on this one, because it's, as I said there, it's like the hanging it up as a piece of art thing. I mean, obviously I'll make this play. I'll make it play all right. It's just one of those ones that's not going to be worth any money, because this isn't the exact Argos one everyone remembers, because this one's actually got the bridge humbucker in the right place. Normally they put the humbuckers in the middle, which just looks... Those of us in the know just see that and go, it should be there. Why are you doing that? Although technically, probably a more sensible place to put it for sound. But that's not where Van Halen had it. You can kind of tell I've done this before, can't you? I don't think I'm going to get away with taking these out with it. No. I didn't think I was going to get away with that. So again, just strip it down to parts. Sticking a plank of wood on its neck, saying, Jen, paint that if you want, doesn't matter. So how many am I currently taking over? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to make it to 10. It's still in the morning. I don't have time to strip anymore. I was actually going to take a Washburn Force 3, because I really like that guitar. It's got the Toblerone neck on it, but it doesn't have it's just black, and it's not really in very good condition. It's had a Wonder Bar on it at some time, so there's a few extra screw holes, and it's been modded. But not just saying I'm just taking guitars that look rubbish. I mean, I think Jen kind of appreciates that a little bit as well. If you've got like a really, really pretty, it's like something like, the Washburn Falcon or my Ibanez Lena, the one with the black and white around the outside of it. You can't paint over that. It doesn't matter. So there's a point where you just... Oh, that's annoying. It's decided just not to be easy. Oops, I should take a big chunk out the back of the guitar there. This is made of MDF. Because I'm just pulling that screw out of the MDF. Right, I think I might have to... Well, I don't know. What is the situation? Is it... Do I just not bother with this guitar? I mean, is there any point in getting it... It's made of MDF, man. Have I got any standards? It's not like the parts are any good. I'm kind of curious with MDF, actually. I don't think you get encores that just physically can't be made to play all right. Well, obviously that's the electrics in this one weren't working. But imagine being MDF. Imagine. Wow. I'm interested to see if I can make it play. Scott might just take that up here. No, too far. That's not. We're not wasting Jen's wonderful talents on painting an MDF guitar. But if it's going to get hung on a wall, does somebody want to pay, £100 less for one of these things by just having a guitar that's kind of not going to be shit? I mean, I'm sure it can be made to play. As soon as I saw it, I just thought that might be the guitar version of the wee red bass, and it's like, that's not the wee red bass. Although it looks the same as this, I think it's even got the same cavity cover on the back. It's an entirely different ball game. Just the types of woods. I mean, I've never played this, but just like as soon as you look at the type of woods the neck's made of, you're just like, it's a shiter. It's stripped. I don't know. I'll take it over anyway, and she could burn it. Oh, it won't burn. It's MDF. Whatever happens. just desanitize it first. So there you go. I mean, the last MDF guitar I saw was Civit's Starsun Mockingbird. If you're looking up Westtone guitars and you go, oh, Westtone, Malco talks about them. They're great. They're made by Matsumoto. There's one shaped like a BC Rich. It's actually a Starsun built one, and it's very likely to actually be MDF, medium density fiberboard. Imagine it being made of MDF. I'm shocked and appalled. Not really. These were, if I remember correctly, £40 brand new. And to be honest, if they managed, if you have nowadays, if you could produce a guitar at 50 quid that you could play, not a Harley Benton, or one that's a Harley Benton that worked, then should be alright. The reason I thought this one might be quite good is because it's no scratch plate. It's only got one pickup in it. It might look cool, but it's never going to be a great one, really. Where's the neck? I even given two of them as well. Yeah, it's the neck off it there. It's one of those ones where it's like I can't even really be bothered. A total shiter. Well, it might look damn funky. I wonder if you painted it psychedelic and just put a lipstick pickup in it. That might be quite cool. Or something like that, like a Gretschy type. Make it like a... Actually, yeah, it's totally what it's going to be. It's going to be like, you know, your quirky guitars. The... is it Zenta and Jedson and all that? You know, they kind of make... guitars like that, but from the 60s and 70s that kind of look funky. That psychedelic paint job. One of those pickups, I wonder if I've got one. A crazy single coil and make it like a psychedelic one, not just a wee shitty one. Rocking, that was just nonsense. Catch you later.